I love that one. I still go back to that one, but you need to try different programs in between because your body needs to be challenged in different ways for it to have to work harder to burn more to get the results we want. So
I love it. Look at a little sneak peek. All right. Well, I hit record. People are hopping on. I'm going to let you take it away. So just so you know, it's a mixture of my clients, our team, our bigger team. I kind of invited everyone. So people that have done Control Freak, people that have done 21-Day Fix. It was more like, come hear the woman that we've all watched and grown with along the way. So I'm going to let you take it away. I think your topic is incredible for everybody, and we are just excited to learn from you. So take it away, Kat.
Thank you, honey. Thank you so much for everyone for being here with me tonight. I love our community. I feel so incredibly fortunate to be a part of Beachbody. I think it just gets better and better for me every day, and I just love it. And I'm so proud of you all for making a commitment to yourself and to your health. There's really nothing more important in life, literally, period. I don't care what anyone says. There's no amount of money that's more important. There's nothing more important than taking care of your health. So I'm so glad that you guys are finding the way to do that and the importance of that. And Elaine, I just love your backdrop. That's fabulous. Hey, actually, Jessica, will you let me share my screen? Will you make me co-host? I'm going to do a little presentation, guys, just on some things that I love to talk about. I hope it inspires you. You know, I love that our community is always sharing with everybody. I always get a nugget from different coaches and different people. And I will say that the crossover for any coaches that are on here, it is really no different. Your self-love and self-confidence will still be the anchor very much of your successful business as it is being successful on your personal journey. They are they're vital. So I'm going to go ahead and share my screen, and then just know that I'm going to leave time after for some questions and all that good stuff, but I just want to give you a quick overview. Let me jump in here. Great. Can you guys see my screen? Yes. Okay. Oh, double click to edit. Well, that's professional. What can I say? I'm so fancy.
Kat, did you watch my recording of your call? I couldn't even figure out how to share the screen. I was horrified. I was like, thank goodness Kat isn't on this right now.
Oh my God, I love you. I was so grateful for you to be here. And that's really what this is all about. You know, we really, it can get so intense, and I'm definitely going to dig deep for you ladies tonight. I'm going to dig into your heart and soul and pull you up and help you find the best life that we all want to live in, and really truly dive into that a little bit. But at the same time, we're always here to have a good time, guys. I think you guys can probably tell that I love my wine. I love to have fun, and there's got to be balance in all of it. Okay. So, but I do truly believe more than anything, as I get more and more into my healthier lifestyle, that self-love is truly the key to living the life you love. It is absolutely the anchor of all of it. So my name is Kat. I am my group name is Love Size Me, which I just love. It is really for me what it's all about. I call myself a motivator, modifier, and self-confidence coach because I really love talking about those topics. I think they're so vital, especially for women and especially in this day and age. So I'm sorry if there's guys on here, but I tend to focus on the ladies a little bit. So this is me when I was young. I was always the chubby kid, right? I got made fun of when I was young. I had red hair and freckles, but I had a very badass mom who really just kind of let me know how much she loved me and really gave me all the self-confidence I wanted. And when I was 14, I discovered dance. And I'm a very obsessive person. Needless to say, you guys can only imagine how excited I am for Shanti's program coming out. I loved dancing and just expressing myself that way. But I started dancing, and it was never, ever to be a size. It was never to be a size. It was really for the passion and love of dance. So I started dancing when I was 14, and I went at it 24/7. I got out of college, and I was actually a stockbroker for a year, but I needed to go back to dance. Even though my dad was like, why are you going back to dance? That is the worst idea ever. He literally said, I am not helping you. And I said, awesome. I am going to go do it on my own anyway. So I went to dance in Boston a little bit, and then I moved to Miami, and I was the choreographer for the Miami Heat dancers. And again, I never really danced for my size. It was never really anything that I had to think about. I, danced 8 hours a day Saturday, 8 hours a day Sunday. I was also a fitness instructor. I taught kickboxing, hip hop, cardio. I was moving all the time. I ate what I wanted. I just didn't really think about it, even though genetically my entire family, for the most part, is very heavy. So, but it was just nothing I ever put any focus on, right? My focus was always the joy of dance, working hard and doing what I love to do. So then I moved to Los Angeles, and I met and fell in love with, still madly in love with, my gorgeous husband of 19 years, Ted Napolitano. Oh my God, he was such a baby. He's 8 years younger than me, ladies. So I really thought I was going to have a fun fling, and I fell madly in love with this guy 3 months after I moved to LA. And I moved here to promote my career and move my career forward. So during that time, I had shot some fitness videos when I lived in Miami. They flew me out to LA to shoot some fitness videos. My very first fitness videos with Crunch Fitness. I think it was in 1990. So I kept doing fitness videos when I was here in LA, but my career very much changed. I moved into being a producer for live events, massive live events. And if anyone knows anything about the special events industry, it is always in the top 10 of most stressful jobs. So my body responded in kind as I continued to eat whatever I wanted, drinking lots because I was so stressed out, being a new mom, trying to be a wife, trying to handle it all. And my body just grew and grew and grew. However, they loved me on camera, so they still hired me for fitness videos. I did so many as it didn't matter. My size just kept growing, and I was like, sure, I'll show up. Literally at that point, I was shooting a fitness video, like 1 or 2 a year, and that would be my only workout of the year, including 21 Day Fix. Okay. So 21 Day Fix, the OG, people don't really realize, but I was literally just a cast member. They literally called me and said, hey, Kat, do you want to be in these videos? I was like, sure, I'll do another video, because I only work out once a year with makeup on in front of thousands of people. Sure, let's do that. So as you can see my body, yeah. And I always joke, the first time I ever met Autumn, she's like, hi, my name is Autumn. Can you do a surrender? I was like, what? Who is this woman? So, it's definitely a joke. She prepped me a little bit, but that was a very challenging shoot. And, back in those days, just for some fun background, right now we shoot in real time. But back in those days when we were shooting, they always had to shoot the entire workout, and then they had to shoot the entire workout again for a safety. So I did it 2 times, and we shot 2 videos a day. So there I was, not working out at all, the heaviest I had ever been, doing 4 videos a day, and then the cast would rotate out, right? But the modifier, if you guys go back and look at those videos, I was the only one that did all the videos. And Autumn's so funny. She's like, and girl, I was walking around talking to people. You were the only one who ever did that whole shoot. And I was literally, when they said that's a wrap on that video, Autumn and I just cried. I think we cried for 20 minutes, hyperventilating, hugging each other. And I just couldn't believe I was still alive. It was an amazing workout, and she was such an incredible human. I just fell in love with her right away. But to be really honest, guys, that was it. I did not do the nutrition on that program. I didn't even know what that was. I had no idea what Beachbody was at all. And I was like, oh, that was really cute. You're so cute, Autumn. Good luck with all that you're doing. Peace out. I took my check and left. That was it. And I went, what did I do? I went right back to, old comfy Kat, like just, doing all the events, drinking what I wanted, eating all the time, whatever I wanted. And my body responded, right? So any gains I had from that, I went right back to it. So this is, you know, my events company. I was working like crazy, guys. It was my own events company. And it got pretty big. You know, we got to the point where Bruno Mars was with me 2 years ago, just huge, huge events and huge amounts of stress. So then fast forward to a little bit later, and well, a few years later, and Autumn said, hey, we are doing 21 Day Fix real time. Would you like to do it? I said, yes, I would love to do that. I mean, I haven't worked out in years. I would love to do that again, you know? So she was like, okay, but girl, this time you have to do the nutrition. And I was like, oh, that's going to be the worst. Okay, I'll do it. And it was the worst and the most amazing, like light bulb on moment, right? Because if any of you know, when you start putting that all together, it is life-changing. And then I started hearing all the messages from all of the women that their lives were completely changed by this amazing program, 21 Day Fix. I started understanding what Beachbody was. I understood that Beachbody was a community. And here's the other thing that I understood the most is that it was truly about self-love. And that is where I dove into the name Love Size Me. And I always joke with Carl, you know, not always because I don't see him all the time, but when I do, I joke with him. I'm like, you think you're in the business of fitness and nutrition, but I think you're in the business of self-love and self-confidence, because you give people their life back. Because, and I get chills even when I think about it all the time, when I hear about a woman who says to me, Kat, I couldn't even walk up a flight of stairs before I started. And I couldn't have done it. And I will tell you, I deflect it from me all the time. I feel so honored and grateful and humbled by the fact that I could be in a position where someone could look at me and say, I can try that if she can try that. But at the end of the day, it is the Beachbody community that brings everyone together and lifts us up to be successful. And that is why it is so important that you drink the Kool-Aid and you get in the groups and that you are active in the groups all the time, because it is the community that makes that difference. So as I continue to keep writing about self-confidence and into my coaching more and working with my groups, I started really defining what self-love and self-confidence was for me. And for me, I really see them as two different things. I believe that self-love is that internal work, right? It's that internal stuff you do in your heart that's private just for you. That's the real self-love. And we all don't really have a big handle on that, believe it or not. Because we are so busy. We are always so running around, thinking about the next thing, talking about our workouts, what we need to eat, punishing ourselves. You know, that's our mentality. And we don't take a lot of time to stop and peel back the layers and really see where we are with our self-love. And I believe the external version of that self-love is confidence. And confidence is sexy as hell, ladies. Confidence. When a woman walks in a room, we think, because that's what we're taught by society, that you're looking at her size and what she's wearing. But what you're looking at is her confidence. Because I'll tell you what, when someone like Lizzo or Missy Elliott or J-Lo, no matter what size she is at that time, even though she's crushing it, you're looking at their confidence. That's what you're looking at, and that's what you're seeing, and that's what we really want to lock into and understand, that is the life we want. Notice there has not been one moment where I have said we want to be skinny, because the weight loss happens when you are living that really healthy life in a genuine, authentic way, and you are really in love with who you are and showing up for yourself in an authentic way. So I believe that there is a cycle that is really important for us to understand, because I think what happens is that people see that, sorry, I want to open the chat if there's anything. Thanks, guys. So, I believe that there is a reason that it all goes hand in hand. And I think that the negative life cycle is where we get stuck, right? So life is stressing us the heck out, right? You're exhausted, you're working full time, you're a mom or you're a student, wherever you are at, life is exhausting, right? And then we go right into poor self-care, right into the self-sabotage. What comes out of that? Your very negative self-image that goes right into the sedentary lifestyle, right? You don't have the energy to do the workouts. You don't want to put in the effort. You're exhausted. So what do? You stop all the good habits that you've been trying on, or you go into the other extreme. Now you're going to crash diet, right? I'm not going to eat carbs. Ugh, makes me crazy. Carbs are not bad. Carbs are good. Good carbs are good, right? So you try all these crazy ass diets, trying to lose this weight to, get yourself back to happy. You fall off the wagon because you just can't maintain this. Then you really cannot stand yourself, which adds to your life stress, goes into the poor self-care, and you are stuck. This is where we get stuck, right? And that is really what contributes to the low self-esteem, the lack of self-love, and more importantly, the lack of self-confidence, right? So, where I really want all of us to get to is to that positive cycle of self-love. And it all stacks on each other. And, I often say to people, let's start in any one of these circles. So if you feel like you're drowning and it's all a mess, find one of the circles that makes sense to you, right? So if managing that life stress means getting on a schedule and saying no to some things, cutting some things out in your life, then that's where that's going to start, right? Because if you're managing this better, then you're going to be able to have the energy to go into better self-care, be able to take care of yourself. And if you're taking care of yourself, you start feeling good. You have a more positive self-image, right? That can go into your active lifestyle. Now you have the energy to get your workouts in. You have the energy to meal plan. You can stay on the healthy diet, right? Not the crash diet, but you're starting to eat for fuel, right? It's a different mentality. When you love yourself, you're not eating to be skinny. You're eating to fuel your body to have those workouts, to have a strong, healthy life. And then that makes it so you stay on your plan, right? And that means then you're managing life stress better. So it's a quick unraveling, right? And it seems cruel, right? Sometimes I always say, like, it's crazy that the best way to not be sore is to continue working out. That seems like cruel and unusual punishment sometimes, right? You're like, you're kidding, but it is what works. And it's the same thing with this positive life cycle, right? Of self-love, is that they all feed each other. So it seems more difficult, but you really have to actually do all of the things in order to stay on that really positive, healthy self-love cycle, right? So one of my favorite sayings right now is mindset is a muscle. Mindset is a muscle. So, we all work so hard, our concept, whenever anyone starts with me, right? The first thing they want is, Kat, I want to lose weight. I'm like, oh yes, sister. I've heard that one before. Don't worry. We'll get there. We'll get there. But here's where we're going to start. First of all, we're going to work on this, and we're going to work on it every single day, because what everyone wants to focus on is, how hard do the workouts have to be? Where's my meal plan? I have to starve. They start doing all the things. I'm like, whoa, whoa, whoa. And no matter where you are in your personal journey right now, including coaching, if you are not doing your personal development every single day for at least 15 minutes, you are in danger of falling out of that positive life self-love cycle. These are some of my favorites. Believe it. That's actually what I'm reading right now. She was the founder of It Cosmetics. She was told she was too heavy. No one would ever buy makeup from her. I love her story. She's got a very powerful story. She's amazing. You Are a Badass with Jen Sincero. She also wrote You Are a Badass with Money, which was a huge one for me. I know a lot of women feel insecure about that. That was huge for me. Let's do life as a podcast. If you don't have time to read books, guys, do a podcast. Do a podcast. It's awesome. Let's do life with Autumn is amazing. Full Out with Samantha Jo Harvey. Sam was on 21 Day Fix Real Time and 21 Day Fix Extreme Real Time with me. She's amazing and inspiring. This is a shameless plug, but I have poured my heart into this journal. It is a super easy journal. It's called my 9-week mindset reset. I really feel like the biggest transformation I made with 9-week Control Freak was my mind shift. And I really love sharing that journey with people. It is a really quick and easy journal, especially if someone's new to journaling. Takes about 5-10 minutes in the morning. That is it. This is also another great, quick, easy journal, May Cause Miracles. That one will really help you peel away the layers of any negative self-talk and negativity. So I really love that one. Please commit to personal development. And matter of fact, if you guys can all type in the journal right now, I mean, in the chat, if you are reading anything for personal development, please put it in there. Please put in what you are reading right now. And if not, then tell me what you're going to read, because I really have to say that Badass Habits. Yes, Alyssa, I love that. Untamed. Fear is my homeboy. Stephanie, I've heard that one. I'm dying to read that. I am dying to read that. Atomic Habits. The compound effect is amazing. Super Attractor. I don't think I know that one, Danielle. Check that out. Yes. Power of Ambition. I love that. Ooh, see, this is Think Like a Monk. Oh, Candace, that one is amazing. Oh, I'm going to save this chat because this is amazing. I'm so proud of you guys that you are doing it. Now commit to doing it every day. Okay? 15 minutes a day. That's all it takes. That's really what you need to focus on. Also, what are you consuming every day? In our journeys, our health journeys, we're always talking about what we are consuming for what we eat. But what you consume every day, you need to be conscious about. It is really important. Okay? Get over your damn self. I love that one, Trisha. But what are you listening to? Have you stopped and thought about what am I consuming every day emotionally? What am I listening to? What shows are you watching? Who are you following on social media? Because we just scroll social media, but I'm telling you what, your home feed is based on what you are liking and listening to. So if you don't like it, don't be afraid to stop following people, guys. Stop following people or go out and actively find positive people that will lift you up and fill your heart instead of all this negative stuff, right? And now we've been talking a lot about what you're getting. What are you giving? What are you contributing to your community? Because when you contribute, you get so much more back. And it's not the reason to contribute, but I hope that you guys are really active in your bod group every single day. You've got to be active in the groups. It can't just be take. You've got to give back. It will fill your soul and it will make you more focused on what you're doing. Here's the one thing you cannot get away from at all every single day, and it is your self-talk. And most of us don't even hear it anymore. Most of us cannot even hear what we are saying to ourselves. Just think for a minute what you say to yourself when you put a bathing suit on and stand in front of a mirror. What are you saying to yourself? Because it is really embracing that and understanding that we have to love ourselves in order to get better and move in the right direction. We have to get better about the way we talk to ourselves. It's really important. And one of my other things, yes, you don't look good. Jessica, thank you for sharing that in the chat. I really appreciate that because, the other day, I did a post. I was posed and I looked really good and super strong and I felt great. And then I sat down and me, tech wizard of the world, took a picture by mistake, and boom, all the fat rolls were there. And I took a deep dive for a second and just totally started in with the automatic habits, right? Cat, you're still fat. Cat, you've got so long to go. You're really going to have to buckle down. You're getting in a bathing suit soon. I just started and then it took me a minute. I really had to emotionally take a step back and say, no, 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 that is not the way we talk to ourselves. It's not. So many people start health and fitness in such a negative way. We started because we hate ourselves. We started because we need to lose weight. We started because we're punishing ourselves for what we've done to ourselves, right? That is the opposite of where we need to be starting our journey and being on our journey kind of every single day. One of my favorite sayings is don't give your power to others, right? Anytime you're listening to other people, to negativity, you're giving them power. And we get to choose if we do that or not. We get to choose if we are going to give that power away or not. So, your self-love and self-confidence is worth working for because it is absolutely the anchor of your life. And it's really something we don't stop and take a minute to think about. Because I'm telling you right now, where you are with your self-love and your self-confidence is what's holding you back from reaching any goals you want to get to. Any goals, whether it's weight loss, how you are as a mom, how you are as a wife, anything. That is what's holding you back. And that's why I really encourage you to do some work in the next week on really discovering where you are at with your self-love and your self-confidence, because it dictates how you show up in the world. It does. Are you happy with who you are? Right? You'll see. And what is your version? If you have a day off, what's your version of relaxing and taking a day off? Because for me, it truly was self-sabotage. To me, the day off meant I could drink what I want, eat everything I want, and undo. I was the perfect weekend warrior, right? I mean, I would work so hard during the week. I would crush it. I would lose weight. And immediately, as soon as Friday night hit, in come the drinks, in went the brie, in went the nachos and the pizza. And then boom, where was I on Monday? Right back to where I started. And it took a long time, ladies. And it took a minute for me to really dig deep and understand that what I was doing was a lack of self-love, because what I was doing was self-sabotage, because I did not truly believe that I could have a slimmer body after the age of 50, or that I didn't know how to do it. I had failed so many times that I had convinced myself that that's what all I was capable of, that I was only capable of failing. So you really need to do the deep dive sometimes and figure out where you are at with this, right? So your version of a day off and self-love, what does that truly look like? Look, and mine still includes wine, by the way. I'm just going to let you know, like it does. I keep it real. I keep it real. So, but it's a different version of that, right? Because I'm in control of that. One of my favorite things to talk about all the time is plan to party. I plan to party with my ladies all the time, because if you are in the plan and you stick to the plan, then you are not failing. You are succeeding, right? Because the difference is now I've controlled what that looks like. It's a fixate dessert and it's my wine, but it is not the smorgasbord and the undoing all the hard work I had done for the entire week before, right? So it's about love. Yes, Alyssa, I love that. Thank you for wrapping that up. That is such a powerful way to put that. It isn't about discipline. It is about self-love. Yes, you've got to love yourselves enough to not self-sabotage. And just to take that one step further, Alyssa, which I love, is that self-love is what gives you the discipline. Because when you truly love yourself, you don't want to undo all the work you've been doing. When you truly love yourself, you don't want to miss your workout. It may not be pretty, you may not want to, but you want to do it more than you don't want to do it. And, so in terms of self-sabotage, I finally had to dig back the layers. And again, I journaled a lot, ladies. This is where everyone asked me, Kat, what changed? Why is it different this time than it was on any other time? And I'm telling you, I did the work on my mindset. That was the change. And I'm a very outgoing, fun, energetic person. So it was very hard for me to find what was laying really deep. And, I was lying to myself, telling me that I needed wine to go to sleep, or that, it's what made me happy. Brie made me happy. That was not truth, right? That was just the lie that I was feeding myself. And I also got to a place where I was like, that is just a habit. And when I turned it around and said, that's just a habit, Kat, you got that. That really helped a lot. And so, it is really important. Like, what is holding you back from really loving yourself, from really having the life you want to live? Having the life you want to live. Because here's what I truly believe is that each and every single one of us are worthy. You totally deserve that life. We all deserve that. Oh, I think someone's got to mute. Please mute, Elaine, sorry. So I am just going to say that I really believe wholeheartedly and with full confidence, guys, that you really all deserve a life of total happiness and joy. Like literally giddy happiness daily. So, I know that is kind of crazy, but that is something I know to be true. That we all totally 1,000,000% deserve that. And so here's something. Do you believe that? Like, do you 100% believe that? Do you believe that you totally deserve to have that life? Oh, hold on. Let me find Cynthia. I'm sorry, babe. Just so I can. I'm sorry, guys. I'm trying to see where the mute is. I'm trying to multitask. I'm really not doing a great job. Hold on, I can't find.
Cynthia, can you mute your video? I can't do it.
Let me find. Cynthia, I'm gonna find you, girl. Cynthia's in trouble. There she is. I got her.
Okay, perfect.
It took a minute. I'm sorry, ladies. Thank you for bearing with me. I figured it out. So, what I really want to say and what I want to come back to, because I really think it's important, is here's the deal. Have you stopped for a minute and asked yourself what kind of life you think you deserve to live? Because most of us will not take a minute to try and think about that and figure that out. We are so busy and we are so in panic mode all the time. And we think, if I lose the weight, I'll be happy. If I'm skinny, I will have the life I want. And we don't even know we're doing it because we are so conditioned by society that is what it is. So you need to do a minute of self-talk and really journal this week and figure out what is holding you back from really believing in your heart that you deserve to have the life you live and that you can have the life you want to live. And so here's something that I really want to say, and that you are the only one who can do this. You are the only one. We can give the tools. We can give you the right nutrition program. We can give you the right nutrition And I remember that used to reduce me to a puddle of tears. The guilt of me not being able to make that happen, right? Me not being able to commit to it. But then here's the mindset shift on that. What if you just realize that you are the one who can do it? You are actually the one who can do that, and step into that power and understand that it's really not about struggling. It's really not about punishment. It's not about deprivation. It's just about showing up for yourself. It is not about crushing every workout. It is not about being 1,000% on your diet every single day or your nutrition every single day, right? But it is about consistently showing up, making the effort because you are worth it, right? So where is it in here in this negative cycle that is holding you back? Because I will guarantee it's probably one of these areas that you are really struggling if you are not committing and succeeding on your programs. Because those are the anchors of what you need to do. So how do we reverse our mindset? First of all, journaling, reading, podcasts, feed that. Your mindset is a muscle. You need to take care of it every single day. And then you need to do some self-coaching around that. Because you are with yourself 24/7, whether you like it or not. You are stuck with yourself, so start loving on her. Start giving her all the love because she is strong and amazing. If you are fortunate enough to be able to do workouts, you are fortunate. And you need to grasp onto that, and you need to know that this is a positive thing. And here's something, my ladies say to me, God, I'm so mad at myself. I'm starting over again. I'm like, how about we celebrate that you're starting over again? How about we do that? Because you didn't quit, you came back, and and sister, I'll have that conversation with you every single week. But you know what? That is the right conversation because you're coming back, you're starting again, right? But the self-talk around that is so negative. So flip it and get to the positive part of that. If you're hating your fat rolls, well, then focus on the power that you have to change them. That we are working towards it. And by the way, I'm 54 and I've gotten over it. Like, I love my body. She is strong. We are working on it every single day. My back fat, she talks to me some days. But we have a conversation. We get it together. We hit mutual understanding and we move forward. That's what we do. So, but you've got to have the self-talk, and a little sense of humor. It does not hurt in what we are doing, right? So if you don't want to put in the effort, here's what I say to people when they come to me and they're like, Kat, I just can't. I don't want to do the nutrition. I don't want to do the workouts. I say, okay, great. What's your life look like now? Oh, I'm so sorry. You don't want to work out at all. Hey, how is it running up those stairs 3 years from now? I'm 50 pounds heavier. Oh, hey, how is it trying to pick up your grandchildren and run around Disney with them? Because we have to think about our future now. I used to say it's like putting money in the bank, but it's not, because that has interest and we're not doing that. You have to do it every single day. But I'll tell you what we are doing is we are creating the habits of a healthy lifestyle. And we are creating a stronger heart and a stronger body and inspiring ourselves to be healthier, right? And then follow people who inspire you. Get an accountability buddy. Get in your groups. You guys should be in that BOD group every single day. If not for you, then for someone else. Because that is where the power is. I'm telling you right now, that is where the power is. Start a book club. Start reading a book together. Start helping each other out. because that's the magic. That's the magic. And then find joy in it, guys. Look, I don't know. I couldn't even get off the floor the other day. I was like, just started laughing at myself. I was like, oh God, that's beautiful. That's, but like, I still get to move my body. I get to move. That's a blessing. Find the joy in nutrition. I know that sounds crazy town. Don't worry, Stephanie. I see you guys. I see you. Erin, we're going to talk nutrition in just a second, but you've got to find joy in it. It's a lot of times the happiness is just a simple shift. It is literally, we make it so challenging, right? So it's, I don't want to work out. I don't want to push play, but it's just a simple shift. When you are able to just say to yourself, whatever those words are, whatever your empowerment statement is, I want to work out. I will be so glad when I am done. And then you start and you feel amazing, right? So that is where we start. And we start with loving ourselves. And we will do that every single day, which means we are going to restart every single day. Mindset is a muscle and we have to train it every single day. So I'm going to come out of my share. I am going to answer questions. Look at all those beautiful faces. I do want to share one other thing. So my Aunt Buddy passed away the other day. She's 97. And I will tell you, when she passed away, it was not, it wasn't horribly sad. It was, of course, sad to leave her, but it was a celebration of life because she did it so well. That woman skied downhill until she was 90 years old. Did y'all hear me? 90. You know who I'm going to be? I'm going to be Aunt Buddy. That's who I'm going to be. And the choice you make today on your health and fitness decides if you're going to be Aunt Buddy or you're going to be miserable. An image that works for me all the time, guys, is, and I'm sorry, but you all know that I'm about body positivity, but I will tell you what I do not promote, and I do not promote obesity. I'm sorry, I don't, okay? That is not self-love. And everyone who is on here, I love you, and I'm sending you so much power and so much love because we are working. We're doing the hard work that it will take to be positive and take care of ourselves. But there's an image that works for me that holds my hand to the fire. And that is when I see people at Disney, because I loved going to Disney, and they're on the scooters and they're over 400 pounds. Now, here's the deal. There are some of those people, but I'm telling you right now, it's a small fraction of those people who are actually in those rascals scooters because they medically have to be there. And my heart hurts for those people. I love them and I send them all the love. But when someone comes to me and they have a lot of weight to lose, first of all, where do we start? Self-love. We're going to start with self-love, and you get 59 bazillion points for calling me today and starting. That's where we're going to start. We're going to start with the no punishment. But we are also going to understand that we have a choice about how we want to live. And if your knees hurt and you got 60 pounds to lose, you know what's going to feel better when you lose 60 pounds? Your freaking knees are going to feel better. I'm sorry. That is just a reality. So, I just need you to think about where your life is 5 years from now, 10 years from now. I have a 17-year-old daughter, and I will tell you what, when grandchildren come, and it better not be for a minute, let me tell you right now, but when those grandchildren come, I will be running around Disney with them, God willing. I will be on every freaking ride. I will be on airplanes. I will be traveling. I travel a lot. When I see people who are incredibly overweight trying to travel, just do life. It is a struggle. And, so any days where you're like, man, I don't know if I can show up for myself today. The answer is yes, you can. And I'll tell you why, because you're worth it. Because you are blessed and fortunate to be strong enough to be able to do workouts. You are fortunate enough to choose nutrition. there are many people who aren't in that position in life. You get to choose what you eat. That is a gift. Treat it that way. Treat it like that's a gift, right? Use your nutrition to fuel you, right? So, all I can say is all of that, where does it all stem from? Is self-love. That is where it starts. Because if you really love yourself, and it's, if you can find the love for yourself to do the hard for a little bit and keep diving into the community and keep restarting, because I will continue to keep restarting. I'm going to tell you what, there I have the holidays where I'm like, oh, matter of fact, I'm doing a 3-day refresh right now. Hello, Easter. Thank you very much. But, it's about restarting, and it's, really finding that love and passion for yourself to do that. And yes, I will tell you what, nutrition is the gig, guys. Nutrition is the gig. Okay. Because, I think it's like 1% of, I think one woman told me once, she's like, oh, I'm good with the nutrition. I need help with the workouts. I think I fell off my chair. I was like, who are you? Like, okay, that's different. I don't even know what to say to you. So we worked on it. But, the nutrition is the deal. And so, again, it is really just about finding, you've got to identify what it is that's holding you back from your nutrition. And the other thing I will say, because I'm all about balance, ladies, and a lot of us just got off 9-week control freak. And here's something I believe in: rest. We can't get overly intense. And for those of us who have more weight to lose, it is very intense emotionally to do this. So here's what I tell my people: if you're coming off 9-week control freak and you crushed it, which I hope you did, and your measurements are down and your weight is down, more importantly, you're feeling amazing and you're feeling in control, but you are exhausted emotionally, then take a break. But here's where we always will come back to: make a plan, right? So I plan to party. That means I'm in control of what that looks like. I plan a break because then I'm in control of what that looks like. My self-sabotage little crazy girl is not in control. Is she crazy? That one. So I would tell her to take a hike. And how do I do that? I take control. So if I say I'm going to take a week off, what does that look like? A week off of nutrition does not mean eating every single dessert, drinking all the wine and the pizza. That's not what it is. But I'm going to relax. Maybe I won't do exact containers, but will I still only eat healthy food? Yes. Will I drink wine? Hell yes, I'll drink wine. That's what will be happening on my week off. But it won't be the whole thing. And will I weigh myself? I weigh myself every Monday, no matter what, because I have my head around it. Doesn't work for everybody. It's important that you have your head around that, right? So I take a break. And then what happens after that week? I am ready to rock and roll. But then I will do 9 weeks straight, solid, hardcore, close to 100% on. And then I'll take a break, but I will plan for that. Because we need to have downtime, and your body needs rest too, guys. It does. You can't pound it all the time. You just cannot. I work on the other side of this now with a lot of my girls who are at goal weight. One of my girls was fighting me going to maintenance. And it was really an emotional struggle for me and her, because I was so proud of where she got to. But health means balance. Health is balance. Being obsessed on either side of this equation is not healthy. So we have to, working out 2 hours a day is not healthy, ladies. It's not. If your body's maintaining, that's okay. You got to listen to your body. I know people do those crazy Ironman, whatever. More power to you, sister. I think you'll pay for that when you're 80, but I'm just saying. But you don't have to do that. And actually, breaking down your body. So, and if you've got to eat nutrition for workouts. It makes me crazy when people will go off of Ultimate Portion Fix and then they'll call me tomorrow and they'll be like, hey, listen, so today I'm not going to have any yellows. I'm like, don't fix the plan. Don't fix the plan. Do the plan. She's a really smart chick. It works. Just do the plan. Because good carbs are good carbs, right? There is no McDonald's on ultimate portion fix. Everyone understands that, right? That doesn't, no matter how hard you stuff that in the yellow container, that doesn't work. So, you can't, just so you know, right? Triceps, yes. Do you guys have any questions? I am here to answer them. Are there specific things about nutrition that you want me to answer? Is there anything I can answer for you guys? I can answer personal questions too. I mean, I'm here for you. So let me know. Here to entertain you all day. And it's okay if you don't. I can talk for hours. My sisters.
Does anybody want to unmute? Does anybody want to unmute and ask a question? Kat, that was amazing. I took so many notes in my phone. I was like, I wish I had a notebook. For the people on this call that, everyone knows my story, and I lost 70 pounds using 2B, but using all of our programs. And I've recently gained 30, and it was a little bit of IUD, little bit of hormones, little bit of not my fault, little bit of falling off track. And, everything that you said tonight was what I've been working on. I've been working on in therapy. I've been working on in reading, working on in all the things, because it's so important. Because when I lost the 70 pounds, I was like what you were saying, on the other end of the spectrum, obsessing about the weight and the number and the back fat and the this, and not really recognizing. And I think we all need to hear what she said, recognizing what it feels like to do a workout program. Even at 30 pounds heavier, I could do a push-up without modifying. And that is the secret sauce here. Is we focus so much on being skinny because we think, I wrote down what you said. I'm going to share that. That's going to be my post. When a woman walks in a room, I think you're looking at my rolls, my back fat, then my belly, my fupa. I got a list in my head of what you're looking at. But when I walk in the room with my head held up high, thinking I'm the hottest girl in the room, then I am.
You are the hottest girl in the room.
Alyssa nodding her head. Let me tell you, Kat, Alyssa wears these badass cheetah outfits. She's hot. She has the confidence. She's got it all. She's working out. She's losing weight. But let me tell you, Alyssa, I look at you and I'm like, damn, girl, yes.
Sexy. We love that.
So Kat, really thank you. And thank you for all that you shared. I am so happy for everyone that showed up. And again, if anyone wants to unmute quick, please feel free. If it's recorded, I'm going to send it to everybody.
Awesome.
Watch it.
Well, I just am so grateful.
Maria has her hand up.
Oh, sorry, Kat. Hi, I just want to say I love you so much. And I love how you and Autumn just talk about being, I think Autumn has too evolved since 21 Fix, because she's such a different trainer. And I loved when I started 9 Week Control Freak, I was like, oh my God, she is on with the whole, we're not here to be skinny. We're here to be strong. It's not about having a 6-pack. It's about having a good relationship with food and your body. And I was like, yes, that's it, and I always talk to women about having performance-based goals. Stop having your goal to be skinny or just the scale, because it creates this pressure that I think can sabotage you and hold you back, where it's when you focus on going heavier or doing the push-ups on your toes, that's something so much more. It's deeper than just seeing a what's on the scale.
And I'm so glad. Thank you, Maria. I so appreciate that. And I know a lot of people listen to music when they do their workouts. I listen to Autumn. I think she's such an incredible motivator. I think she's so powerful. And even though I've heard the messages before, they still resonate with me. I always get something. She is so inspirational to me. And, I think that the other thing we need to realize as women, is the reality is we are hormonal, and we have the blessing to be able to have children. That comes with periods and that comes with other things, and We got to give ourselves a break. And look, I'm 54 and this is what my body looks like. I'm going to get it as feeling great as it can. Do I ever need to see a six pack? No, I don't. I'm 54. You know, I feel pretty freaking awesome. I'm crushing life. You know, that's where I'm good. Like, and so, you know, where's your value in life? Is it really in a pound? If you lose a pound, does your life get more value? No. But if you show up for yourself and you're an amazing mom today because you took care of yourself, does your life have more value? Yes.
Yeah, you know what? And
Value is not in weight. Yep.
I mean, when I was younger, I mean, now being the age that I am, I'm like, what do I want people to say at my funeral? Like, she was skinny, or
Yeah, exactly.
she never ate cake. You know, it's like, that's not what I want people to remember me for. Or that, and that's, it's the energy that you bring into the room, because we all know women that are not like society's ideal, and they come in and they are freaking turning heads, and they just like, you know, that they are owning it, and they, you know, and it's their energy.
Yeah,
That,
exactly.
I strive to be like that.
Yeah, me too. Me too. You know, I was never the skinniest in the room. I was never the skinniest dancer either, but I did not care. I was having so much fun on stage. No one could, you know, they were like, put that girl in the front. She's crazy. Like, she's having a good time. And that, you know, I recognize that, you know, that I was very fortunate, even in that crazy industry, because that industry is a hot mess. So, you know, I try to help a lot of dancers with that. But I just want to send my love to you all. I am so proud of you. You know, if there's anything you take from this call tonight, I hope you love yourself and you really lift yourself up by acknowledging how important it is that you are doing this work right now to take care of yourself and showing up for yourself. It is so important and you should be so proud. I really, really am so grateful to be on here with you guys.
I just want to reach out and say thank you as well. It's Alyssa in the leopard. I just want to say thank you as well, because I've been doing this for a few years, probably since 21 Day Fix came out. Since then, have had 2 babies, have gained a lot of weight having 2 babies.
It was worth it. It was worth it.
It was. My body did a really great job. My ultimate goal is to lose 100 pounds within the year. I'm 35% there. Yay. So really, yeah, really excited about it. But one of the things I tell a lot of people when they do 21 Day Fix is I was so thankful for you. So thank you for saying yes to that opportunity, even though it may have been the only time that you worked out that year, because it's so refreshing to see somebody who needs to modify and not who can modify because they know how. So for someone who is a plus size woman trying to work out, our bodies don't move the same way as someone who is thinner. So
please. Well, Autumn was like down on the floor. I'm like, how the hell did you get there so fast? I can't, what? Just back up. I'm like, are you crazy? I need a minute. Like, that's gonna take a second. I appreciate that, Alyssa. And you know what? I have to give kudos to Beachbody. You know, let's say thank you to Beachbody for recognizing that there was a community that needed to see that. And, you know, giving us the platform to do that. You know, I'm humbled to be the person to do that. And it was challenging, but literally, Alyssa, every time I looked at that camera, I was like, if I can just get one woman off that couch, it will be worth it. It will be worth it.
Well, Kat, you got so many of us off the couch. I will tell you that. And, you know, I love that you said that you deflected off of you to the community and to just kind of the whole mission of what we stand for. But, you know, you are someone that we all have said, follow Kat. You know, that's something that all of us as coaches, as clients, as people that have said, bring a friend, we say, follow Kat. And if you can't do what Kat's doing, I would always say, modify the modifier. There are times that I look at you in 9 weeks and I'm like, damn girl, I can't even do what you're doing. And I modify you. So, you know, we are proud of you and watching, like Maria said, your transformation and honestly, Autumn's transformation. The 2 of you together in this program were unreal. And we are so grateful that you spent the time with us tonight. This is my third is all set ready for bed. I normally don't do calls at night. I know it's early for you. You have to go do dinner. So we love you. Thank you for inspiring and motivating us for the past 7 years almost, right?
let's
8
keep
years.
going. Did you guys hear Autumn's announcement? Freak Week?
No,
Freak
what
Week?
is her announcement?
So Freak Week, we shot a whole series called Freak Week, and it is amazing. And it is launching. It is going to be available to anyone who does Nutrition Plus in May. And if you guys don't do Nutrition Plus, I actually love it. I love it. I use it all the time. So yeah, check it out. Freak Week coming in May. Woo! So get a little more cat, a little more
All
Autumn.
right, we'll all tag you in our stories when we do Freak Week then. Thank you again so much. This is recorded. I will send it out to everyone and post it in all of our pages. Thank you, Kat. Again, we love you and appreciate your time. Bye, everybody.
Thank you.
Thank you.